All right, hope everyone's having a great Sunday early afternoon here on November the 3rd, 2024. Last week was the first week of the NFL season that you did not get Peter's picks of the week. And so we're back with Peter's picks for week 9 of the NFL for, in the words of struggling singer Hoagie from Blood Beach 1980, for anyone who will listen. So this week we already had one game, and it was the Jets winning in an upset over the Houston Texans, who have lost a couple of wide receivers, one for the year, and it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out for the Texans for the remainder of the season. New York Jets, baby. Victory pizza. Hope you all had one Thursday. I did for Halloween. Hell of a job with the New York Jets. All right, boys. Let's get to the 1 o'clock games coming up very, very shortly. 1 o'clock games. Start with the NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Yeesh. All right, so is Bryce Young going to be ready this time at home for the Panthers? Is this a winnable game for them? They've only got one win this season. Man, it's tempting to pick them, but I'm going with the Saints instead. Oh, it's a tough one. I'm going to go with the Saints to win. All right, in the Meadowlands, Big Buell, Gideon's Glory. Here we go. This is going to be a game, an NFC East matchup. Washington and New York. Giants. Now, maybe a little bit of the bloom has come off the rose of that whole, like, Daniel Jones owns Washington kind of thing. Because, I mean, they swept him again last year, but he wasn't that great in either of those games. And then in the first game this year, they lost. The Giants did lose the game, but again, Daniel Jones was moving the ball, playing very well. Seems to have his team's number. Washington has not been 7-2 since. If they win this, they'll go to 7-2. They haven't been 7-2 since 1996. Norv Turner, Gus Frerotte. Running back Terry Allen had an incredible season for them. No Hit Nelly knows about Terry Allen, originally drafted by the Vikings. I don't think he was a high round pick though, but Clemson. But that year at the Redskins, Allen had 21 rushing touchdowns. He was really the offensive catalyst for them, and 1,400 yards. Just an incredible. He had a incredible 3-year run with them, with Norvell. It was a fraud team. It was a fraud 7-2 start. Anyone who played for that team will even tell you that. We weren't even that good. And they melted down the stretch. Started 7-2, ended up 9-7, missing the playoffs. Classic Norv. All right. Is it going to happen this year? Finally. Giants do have some injuries, like their rookie running back out of Purdue is injured, and they have like a cornerback hurt here. They still have a pretty decent pass rush, and the last week's game for the Commanders, they had a lot of red zone troubles. They could not punch it into the end zone when it counted. When they got down there, and it's not looking good for them. So I'm going to go with the Giants to win this game. And Daniel Jones to have another good game. Meadowlands is a house of horrors historically for the Skins. And this, once again, especially you get in November or December, and here we go again. It's going to be one of those games. Take the Giants. Next game is another one that's got an NFC East team. It's got free jack balls. Cowboys at Andy's Falcons. Everything's swinging towards Atlanta winning this game. Everyone's picking Atlanta. I'm going with the Dallas Cowboys to win this game. I think they've got it in them to to win a game against the team like the Falcons. I really do. I feel like with everything, it's like going negative against them, they're going to get it done, and they're kind of in survival mode, and they're going to just classic Dallas. They're going to do it, boys. They're going to get it done. Sorry, Antonio. It's going to be a good night for Big Rich. All right, next game is a game with a very good team, the Baltimore Ravens at home, with a really bad defense. They're playing against the Denver Broncos. Ravens had a devastating loss last Sunday against the Brownies. I think their cornerbacks show up to play this week against the rookie QB, and I'm taking Baltimore to win this game, even though they may give up some, maybe 24 points or so. Take Baltimore there. Next game is a pretty easy one. Miami at Buffalo. Mr. September, Mr. October. Buffalo. Wow, you get that receiver in there. You get a number one receiver in there, and that offense is very good. So that's what you're going to see again this week. So in Buffalo, they usually win against the Dolphins. They cannot screw up this game against the Dolphins. I'm taking the Buffalo Bills and Shockinator. We'll be happy about this one. All right, and the next game is the Chargers and the Cleveland Browns at Cleveland Browns. Okay, both teams Chargers trying to really find their way in the first year of the Harbaugh era. The Browns have a different offense under famous Jameis. Their offense is more designed for a pocket passer, which Watson was not. Winston is making them go. So they've got the offense going. They're feeling better. I like the Browns to win this game. I like them to win their second game in a row. Remember, they were a good team like going into this year, and just a lot of things have gone wrong. But I think they can start, make a slight little run here of respectability. I think they're going to beat the Chargers here. All right, so I'm taking the Browns to win this game. And then in the next game, we got a couple more 1 o'clockers. New England at Tennessee. Mr. Levis returns. Okay, I'm going to go with the Titans here at home. The Patriots are really bad. They could win this game, but I think I'm going to go with the safe pick and take the Titans. Raiders at Cincinnati. I think it's really funny how people still have... Yeah, right now, Pips Pick'ems, people have got the Cincinnati... The Bengals, like 95% or something winning this game. It's just amazing how people still have this feeling of the Bengals being this juggernaut that can still like go on a run and like make noise in the playoffs. But I will say this: 2 words, Chase Brown, the running back. Big day today. I'll take the Bengals to win. All right. That's the last 1 o'clocker. Let me go back to that 1 o'clock Washington Giants game. I never thought I'd live to see the day where the Skins Commanders have a 93% Pips Pick'ems in their favor against the division team. I never thought it on the road. I never thought I would see that day. That's just crazy. But the Giants are going to win. All right, 4:05 games. Bears. So we got the Bears at Arizona. Murray's really been cooking lately. Like the offense is looking pretty good against the. I'll tell you what, the Chicago Bears. So many things like going against them lately, and so much negative publicity and talk about them. But the Bears, I think this is going to be a game as bad as they look really bad offensively last week. They're going to go in, they're going to beat the Cardinals. I like them to win. Okay, so I like the Bears to get a win. I'm here, Bear Scott. All right, so how can I pick against the Bears? while I'm at Scotty Stadium. That's terrible. That's terrible. I can't do that. Bears are gonna win in the desert. Jacksonville at Philadelphia, easy pick. Peterson coming home to his former team that he coached to a Super Bowl title, and they're gonna smack the crap out of him. Eagles win. Put big points on the Philadelphia Eagles. 4:25 games. Rams at Seattle. In Seattle. Ooh, the 12th man. Ooh, only existed during the Legion of Doom, the fraud fans of Seattle. Rams win. Rams are looking good, okay? I'm a believer in them now. I think they're really finding their footing. Seattle looking like a fraud. All right. Rams win a big division game here. Another big division game is an NFC North game happening in Lambeau. Detroit at Green Bay. Green Bay's had a weird season with like kind of their injuries and like last week's, barely winning against Jacksonville on the road and having like Malik Willis in there at the end. Detroit is just I know this is like usually hard for them to go into Lambeau and win, but I think they're gonna cover the points. They're gonna spank the Packers. Lions win. 8:20 p.m. This Sunday night. I've been waiting all night for the Colts and the Vikings. Vikings 5.5-point favorites here. 2 straight losses after a 5-0 start, and I think this is where the Vikings defense steps up, puts pressure on Flacco. Some people are picking the Colts to win this game. If the Colts win this game, let's just say Vikings are a fraud, okay? But I'm going with the Vikings to win this game. This is like kind of my last gasp of like believing in them. They do have a good team. I think they can take down the Colts, okay? I don't feel very confident about that pick, though. I got to go with the kind of fledgling Vikings. And then the final game is the Monday night game, and that's an easy one. That's a Super Bowl 54? The game right before the pandemic hit 2020, February 2020. Tampa Bay at Kansas City. No. That was, sorry. That was 49ers Chiefs. I'm sorry. The game in the 2020 season was the Tampa Bay at Chiefs. Brady getting his 7th ring with the freaking Buccaneers. Buccaneers at Kansas City. Teams do not know how to close out the Chiefs, and this will be no different. Mahomes will have a big game. He's not been playing great. He's got more interceptions and touchdowns, but this game he's going to have a good game. Okay, so Chiefs win. And then hold off on the champagne, 72 Dolphins. Okay, then go to 8-0. Buys this week, Ducks, Steelers, and Jackass Jays 49ers. So a couple of buys this week. And coming up next week, I will give you my halfway point of the season. After week 9 is over, every team will have either 9 games under their belt or 8. And so I'll give you my top 10 power rankings for the halfway point, the 2024 NFL season. Moving right along, and I'll give it to you, before, sometime next week, and hope you can watch that. So thanks for watching today. My Peter's predictions for week 9. This could shape up to be a wild weekend. Again, with some crazy upsets and some people punching their computer screens when they look at their Pips Pick'ems picks. I think it's going to be one of those weeks. It just feels like one of those weird weeks where that's going to happen. All right, guys, thanks for watching. This is Scotty Stadium. I've given you my picks at Rio. I gave you several times. I gave you one of them at the beach area, and then I gave you one the last time for week 7 at the big soccer field area. And this is the first one I've done at Scott Stadium. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the games. They're coming up now.